everybody. Welcome to Ask the Dropouts, our monthly show here at where you guys get to ask us questions to dropouts. I'm Joey Min, the creative head of Art School Dropouts, and with me here is my awesome partner in crime, Stephanie Fan.
Yeah, and I handle like the business marketing side of things, but
right. So cool. That's really the intro. I guess we go right into updates. No,
yes.
Oh, there we go. Anyways,
wait. It's starting. I got really scared.
Posso get?
Whoa.
So, right. Anyways, guys, so updates for this month, February of Ask the Dropouts. What's up?
Sorry, I've never done this before.
Oh, you never did? Okay.
It's really cool.
All right. So, if you guys, so the beginning of this, it's kind of a slow month. I know we are still, because we're still working on our feature film. I promise you guys, and I've been saying it every month, I promise you it's going to come out this year.
It is.
It is going to come out.
It definitely is.
But we're at the final push. But this month we had our cruise vlog. If you guys didn't check that out, watch it. Last year we went on
a vacation.
It wasn't like a full vacation. It was like vacation/work. So even though it was on a cruise, and I wanted to just sleep, but I couldn't. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's, we did that last year. We didn't really get to put that anywhere for vlogs last year, so we put it in there. Mm-hmm. And the other one is this. It's just Ange being not John. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I have to say, even though, yes, I was there, I witnessed it in person, watched it again with our patrons, still laughed. Then watched it again the other day. It's still funny.
It is still funny. It's Steph has a rational way of dealing things that scare her, where she just talks nonstop and she just doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I get it. I makes sense.
But
this
Andrew's
is funny.
funny.
Yeah. So that's what it was. And guys, if you haven't checked it out, and we are doing, I know it's kind of weird for our content, or on our channel. Hate saying content, but that is content.
Yes.
It's playing VR because, like I said, if you guys haven't picked it up, our next feature film is called Player Agency, where literally the tagline is
90
film entirely in VR. Well, 90% of it, 93% of it, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so definitely, I got everybody into VR about like a year ago, and we've been just working on it. It's weird.
Okay.
It's weird.
It's very fragrant.
Yeah. So that's what it is, and definitely it's a very Art School Dropouts thing. It's definitely it's martial arts VR, Dungeons and Dragons, dude. It's very much us.
It's really cute.
Right, so far, right?
But yeah. Oh, and in other news, so I don't, our patrons at least know we had worked with Immortal Red Fox like last year. And the trailer was just released not too long ago. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, head over to his YouTube channel, Immortal Red Fox. We did the action first for
two episodes. Yeah.
2 parts.
Of so it's kind of like him and like his group with other people, and he asked us to do a couple of action scene or actually episodes. So we did that.
Yep. And Ange got to wear like suits.
Dude. He sent over the smallest. I don't know who his stunt guys are, dude. Matt, like, you want me to wear one, dude? I would not be.
The helmet alone is already really, really like tight for us.
Which is kind of funny. So it's really tight for me, but there is some space for you, and some actually, it's tight enough. But we needed to make her look muscular.
Big. Oh my god, it was a whole process.
So we had like stunt armor.
We should actually take all those photos and post it up on Patreon.
Yeah. I still have it. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I thought it was funny.
Oh my gosh, but yeah, so that's the other update. So that was the trailers released.
Yeah. So check out Immortal Red Fox. Yeah.
Subscribe so you can see when the episodes drop.
Right.
What else is there?
Because like Tokusatsu is definitely. Sorry, I just want to just touch on that. Like, I know it's kind of weird, but we did have well, it's not on the screen, but Mizu Sentai Scuba Ranger, and we did Homemade Hero G. I grew up with Tokusatsu. I love that stuff.
Sean actually just started like today Literally.
Watching Tokusatsu?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I should watch something with him. I should dude, man, no, you're watching.
Wait, because he posted it on Discord, which, by the way, guys, join our Discord because we do talk to our community, and it's, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. But he said, today marks my first day watching a Tokusatsu show. I've never seen one before outside of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. In fact, I know nothing about the genre.
Oh, man.
I put on the first episode of Kamen Rider 01 and absolutely loved it.
Yes, that is the best one to get into. Definitely. Definitely. Oh my god. He's gonna cry. I cried 3 times in that series. That's a really good series.
I think he's gonna really like it.
Oh yeah.
The light turned off.
That thing. Oh, we did leave the lights on when we went upstairs. Anyways.
It's fine.
So moving on. Okay. This is cool.
Oh, and we were also guests for the Action Addicts podcast. So
awesome,
if you guys know him on like Instagram, Twitter, or even his podcast, follow him. All into action, like Joey and him just kind of.
Scott is like, I mean, he's been around for like he's been knowledgeable and he's been part of things for a long time.
They geeked out for a bit.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if we didn't put like a time cap on it, we would have been talking like all night.
At least 4 hours.
But yeah, by the time we finished, it was like probably 1 a.m. over there for him. So.
Whoa! What? Stir fry rice with noodles? Oh no! What? Okay.
What?
Sorry.
These are always so like deceiving. When you see something as big as this or as this, you think, oh man, it's filled to the top.
So okay, question. What did you There's a random question before the questions.
Oh shit.
What was your brand of choice in like university eating
What do you mean brand of choice?
for ramen? You're not a ramen college kid?
Oh no, yeah, I was. It's honestly whatever I could get my hands on.
Really?
Yeah.
Mara-chan for me. Sponsor us, please. I love you. I mean,
Where's Andrew's bowl? Gotta take care of your crew, right?
yeah, here we go. You could stand up.
Yeah, you could stand. What the hell?
Right. So that's oh, and another thing too. If you guys have not checked out, December we released Rumble Ride with Nathan Porter. He's the producer and creative idea for thing, and we just kind of put it together. He actually entered Rumble Ride in a lot of different festivals around the world. Apparently, I think we won Best Action in like London Film Awards and some
we need
other.
to ask him for like the list because I don't know what like the film won, but
like we were like in Tokyo, we were in other stuff.
Yeah,
Which is cool. Congratulations, Nathan, to all your wins and all of your for Rumble Ride, and definitely I know you want to do more.
We won Indie Fest. Official selection for Milan, New York. Semi-finalist for Tokyo. And then what is this? London Movie Awards. We won for Best Short Film. Yeah, he has like a. You see that?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's cute. With Big Ben.
You need to post it up on the Discord. But yeah, so yeah, we usually don't submit to anything else but Urban Action Showcase. You okay?
Ha!
These are hot.
What?
These are hot.
These are not that spicy.
No. This tiger, I'm hurting.
Wait, from the heat or from the spice?
From the spice.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, so that's it. That's really kind of updates. Anything on with you though? What's going on this month with you? Nothing? I mean, I guess we've been together for like every day, so what happened to you? What happened to me?
I mean, I do have like shoots, but like, I mean, auditions, self
Right.
tapes, the general life of acting and modeling.
Right. All right. Well, been working. Well, obviously, update you guys on our VR movie. We are kind of like 90% done, if not 93. We have filmed. Oh yeah, not really, right? Filming in principal photography. So we have filmed everything that we needed in VR. Now we're doing the last push, which is like the parts that in live action, and that's why we are pushing our Patreon. If you guys want to check out our 360-degree like live streams when we are on set for the next month. So next month will be really busy. But I promise you guys, dude, I really want to do more. I like this feature film has like the project has been long simply because we've been working a lot of projects last year. Even though we technically, I think it's like 2 months worth of filming, but it was spread over like these 8 months simply because like we had projects
Other
everywhere.
things, and we had to make money to fund our other projects.
So that's why it took very, very long. And I'm being on YouTube and doing this filmmaking thing and doing a lot of, like the short films that we've been doing. It's been like I've been itching to do something different. It's kind of like, what do you call it? Like I want to rotate the crops. So my brain, so like the dirt and the soil in my brain could like get some other nutrients.
I want to like shoot in person.
Yeah, dude, I'm tired of shooting in VR. Like this thing, I mean...
I was telling Ange, the next Ask the Dropouts, we should like do in Rec Room, but also have the 360 cam for like our patrons if they want to watch
see what we're doing.
as we're like, because we'll probably have food and stuff too, and we could just...
How are we gonna eat? How are you gonna see what you're eating?
Well, no. I'm saying, because in VR, you guys always bring those props, like those food things out. It's like, yeah, you guys got pizza. It's like, okay, we're eating pizza.
That costs money? Those things to eat?
Are you serious?
Those things cost money, like real money. Yeah, dude.
Oh my God. I was just throwing that shit around.
Yeah. You're vibing and shit.
Wow, great timing.
Right?
Like, we're talking about it, it's like up.
So yeah, so besides that, like I said, so if you guys are really interested, about our feature film, it is our second feature film. And if you guys are new here, if you guys haven't seen, our first feature film is called My Asian Auntie. Yes, Auntie Season 2, actually. It's on Amazon. Don't pay for it. Watch it here on our
Watch it
channel.
for free.
Like, I mean, another free... Because, like, the Amazon version isn't as good as, like, My Original Vision is what we have here on YouTube. It's in, web series form. Check it out, please. Yeah, like I said, like, even with our feature film coming out, like, this year, it will be on our channel. It'll be free. Like, that's what we want to do for, like, everything that we do. Because we want you guys to be able to see it, yeah. All of that stuff.
When is this done?
But before we go into the next section...
Who sponsors us?
Yeah, we are sponsored by us, actually. We're sponsored by us. And our patrons and stuff. So, guys, if you like what we do here on our channel and you guys would like to support us, please consider being our patron on our Patreon.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know what Patreon is, it is a monthly subscription-based platform where you guys could help support creatives like us. You guys are basically like our producers.
Yeah.
And you get perks in return, so like behind-the-scenes content, D&D sessions, movie nights.
Yeah. Basically hangouts with the crew, and the cast, depending on what project we're doing. There's a lot of different things. Actually, for next month,
March.
We're going to be having a lot of
the 360-degree behind-the-scenes live streams.
Right.
So that's going to be fun. You guys get to see the ups and downs of our production.
Right. We have pretty much the month-long kind of our final push to finish our feature film. So we're gonna and we're at one location, so we're always gonna have our 360 up as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean each time we do it, it's only for like 30 minutes because that's
until the camera dies out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. So please check up on us. And there are other things. If you guys don't want to support us through Patreon, you guys could support us through Fractured Atlas.
Yes. So Fractured Atlas, we are fiscally sponsored. So that means any donations that we receive through our fiscal sponsor is a tax write-off for you guys. So if you guys don't really care about the perks but want that tax incentive, then that's the outlet for you. And corporations and businesses, they also do matching gift donations. So if you guys have to donate because of work, let your work know that
please
you're
help us
donating,
out.
and then they'll also match it and they'll help us out.
Right. And we're doing all this because martial arts really isn't that ad friendly here on YouTube. So we're trying to keep us afloat, and if you really guys like what we're doing here, please help us out. Right, we don't really make that much, and we do more jobs like making tutorials to teach people like action filmmaking. Yes, so please check us out at asdofightscenes.com, where we just don't teach you the how we film or not just the fight scenes, not just to teach you the fight scenes, but actually teach you everything for like filming, choreography, and concepts and whatever what we've done for our short films. And so if you guys like how we do things here, like the action here on Art School Dropouts, please check out asdofightscenes.com. That's for you guys who are like up and coming indie filmmakers or just like veterans that kind of might need a refresher course on how action filmmaking is, because it's a little bit more different than your dialogue scenes. So there are little nuances that even veteran filmmakers don't pick up unless they actually really do this a lot like we do, right? And another thing, final thing, please, if you guys don't want to support us in all of that way, please consider getting our merch. It's right there on the store. Oops.
Whoa.
Sorry, let me say that again.
It's like, I think I messed that up too.
Let me say that again, guys. Please consider getting our merch. It's there, the tab right up on our YouTube channel. Please check it out. Hit the store tab, and you guys could buy, whatever we have here, and that's another way to help us out. And if you guys don't want to help us out in any of those ways, you guys don't even have to give us any money. Please, consider commenting, and subscribing, and share it with people that you think might enjoy our content, because that would really, really help us out. Maybe, get it to the eyes that really like this type of stuff that we do, because we love what we do, and we hope we find other people that love what we do.
Yes.
Right? All right, guys, and we're going to the next section.
What are you talking
So
about?
Tokusatsu? All right, because I was talking about Tokusatsu, and like you said, food for thought. Finally started watching it. One of my favorite series, 01. Oof, so good. Tears.
And if you guys don't know about Food for Thought, check out his podcast. He's going to be on YouTube soon. So if you want to listen, though, it's really, really good.
All right, well, let's check out this. Because what else? I mean, I guess we go right into questions now, though, right? But before that, here. Yeah, you could mix it if you want. Oh, there's tofu. What's that? There's beef, mushrooms, rice noodles. You see it? It's a mukbang now.
Yeah,
It's a mukbang
basically.
now.
Oh, actually, this looks really good.
Should you put veggies in there? More extra veggies?
If you want.
There's a lot. I cut up a lot.
I don't know if it'll fit. Maybe after we take some stuff out.
We'll make it fit. It's like veggies. Like it'll what?
Nothing. Go ahead. Yeah.
Because there's some green onions. Oh, actually, let me put it this way. Some red cabbages. So yeah, there you go. Can't have hot pot without veggies.
So should I start questions?
Yeah, I guess we could
First question, the hardest. From Hadouken88. How did Joey get so cool?
Oh my God, Nick. I'm not. If I were, I probably would be doing this alone. Right?
Or doing something else.
I think I would be doing this, but my ego would be so high and so stupid. I'd probably, have some crazy fucking colored hair. I'd probably be wearing like tight jeans still at this age or some stupid shit like that. You know what I mean?
What is your definition of cool?
No, I'm saying if I were cool, and my ego would probably be so high
Gotcha.
that I would be, I'd be like a 40-year-old dude trying to dress like I'm 16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay. Peace King. Fonz, is your new project your most strenuous, or have you had others just as bad, if not worse?
Honestly, I think that's a question for you.
Why for me?
Cause
Is this not is the
What's
player
our-
agency not the most stressful?
what was the first stressful project that we had?
Yeah, Forgotten
Right?
Kingdom.
Forgotten Kingdom. Because that's when we were trying to, we had to fit. So consider, oh my God, that's spicy. What the shit? And I was trying to just push the thing in, like the veggies, and I went like, it's in the back of my goddamn throat, dude. Anyways, we had to fit. So this is considered it was 43 minutes. It's considered a
long,
It's
short.
it's still actually a feature film. Anything 40 minutes and
Oh, okay.
it's a feature. But the fact alone that we had to fit 40 minutes, like this feature film,
Yeah, and then we
in
had to fly.
2.5 weeks.
We had to fly Cuddle, DL.
Yeah.
And then
We have to.
we had people like that had to travel to come to work with us. And okay,
Right?
yes, I would say that is like the first stressful project.
Because like,
project.
yeah, I mean,
But then after that, it's Auntie.
God, it's so fun. It's kicking my ass. Oh my God.
Then after that, I would say it's Auntie because it was a feature film, a lot of people, a lot of moving parts, a lot of different sets that we also didn't have control over.
Oh my God. Okay.
And I stress barfed.
Right.
Too,
So, okay, because of this, like if filmmaking, and I'm sure, all of you guys that actually do, like, are filmmakers that actually make, films, like big films. Making short films is hard enough to coordinate people to come together, and, if you don't pay them. And at this point in time, we weren't paying people. And what we managed is like, I get food or something like that or whatever, right? This is before Craft is for Cheap. So we were still spending dumb money on these things. And, so we had two people, like, Cuddle, Cuddle's from at this point he was still living in California.
Yeah.
Deal was like living in Canada.
Canada.
Ours
Vincent Lin was in
New York, but he also flies around a lot.
Sharif was in.
He's not in here. He's not.
Sharif?
Yeah, he's not in the movie. That's the whole reason. The scheduling. We couldn't have him.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
For
not.
some reason, I like totally forgot.
And we had like all of like so our original like the art school dropouts boys, right, before they have their own things now, and like our like all the other cast members, right, they were like all over the place, and we had to film everything within 2.5 weeks at a public park most of the time. And so we would be there at 4 in the morning when the park opens, setting up.
Oh, and it was really hot that day too.
In the morning, it was really cold. Because
Yes.
like it's Jersey, so we're filming in the like at the end of winter and the start of spring, and here it means that it's really really cold, then it becomes really really hot, then it becomes really really cold in a span of like 3 hours, right? Like, and so we were because the whole idea of LARPing. So that was this project is when Steph created started really getting to our schedule, and we had Hell Weeks, right? So on our schedule, like we have like white, yellow, red, like deep red, blood red, then it's like black, right? Like, from white to black, it's considered like the Hell Weeks or whatnot. Oh my God, we still do that. But yeah, so definitely the VR thing. I don't know if it's strenuous. I think it's because of the extra level of technology that we had to go with, and virtual reality itself has its own rules and laws of physics, and it's stupid sometimes, right? So with virtual reality, it's making things work on another plane of existence, because it's not like if you make a sandwich, bread filling bread, right? Here, like in virtual reality, especially in like what we were working with, sometimes it's like, oh, I need to build something, right? It's not really. It's not logic. It's like you have to like to make a sandwich. It's like you gotta have like you hold the filling midair, then you like slap it like really quick, and that's the only way to make a sandwich, right? And that's the most difficult thing, and that's what really takes time. And
then the cameras too, like we can't change like lenses or focal
Yeah.
length. It's just one really wide angle. I guess
it's like an 11 or something.
Yeah,
So-
and it's just, and then trying to figure out like, oh, okay, I have to like hit record, and I have to like make sure, like the little things of, because you're just staring at a screen, so it's not like you're looking at a person. Hey, Joey, you don't have the mic on or something. You know what I mean?
Right. And yeah, it's just another set of things. Like we have equipment on top of us to go into another reality, to put another set of equipment on top of us, right?
Yeah. So
Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
So yeah, it is stressful.
Yeah.
I think everything is stressful though.
But is it stressful or is it just like time consuming? Because it's
I think it's stressful
So
because
hot.
it's time consuming. Okay, let's just take a quick
Right.
break. Happens a lot.
That was a lot.
All right, so Mac4_dancer. How do you decide what is necessary to spend money on and what isn't and you can do without?
That's actually a really good question.
That is a really good question. I want to say, so spending money, there are a couple things that you shouldn't, I guess, skimp out on, and that basically because you can't, because it's just, okay, one, appreciating your cast and crew. If you can pay your cast
Yeah.
and crew, like
That's what you spend money on.
That is what you spend your money on, because without them, your project would just, it wouldn't even happen. Food, you could kind of just like, I mean, we have Crafties for cheap, so you
Right.
don't necessarily have to spend too much money on it. But typically for us, Joey writes scripts with resources in mind.
Right.
So it makes things easier. He's not like, yeah, we're gonna write a script where it's like we're gonna do like a crazy, like, I don't know, fight scene in the middle of a casino floor. And I'm just like, how the hell am I supposed to get a casino floor?
Yeah. So, okay, I think, so this is like, basically that question really depends on both, since Steph is my producer, right? And, well, you know, all of our patrons,
Patrons are
please
basically
help me.
over.
This thing is like going on forever. Thank you. So,
I just wanted to see how long it would last. I'm sorry.
so basically it's between your producer and you as the creator. And the thing is, like, you know, what I put my importance on is the story. Like, after a while I realized that, you know, story is like the most important thing. So I wouldn't, unless you have like a very important shot that you think is like you have to get that shot, I mean, go for it. But, you know, you got a lot, like, you know where to put your resources at that point in time. But usually for me, so if we're using this again, like, you know, Forgotten Kingdom, man, my signal's really bad down here.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, what I need, like, I know I needed the costumes and the weapons, right?
And
since
the talent.
and the talent, right? So, you know, we had to fly them out here, right? Also, the weapons, because we know it's a fight scene, they have to be durable. We can't just make them to make them look good and be whatever. So we had to get like LARPing weapons, right? So those things. Aside from that, you know, like, the idea is it's a park, it's public, right? It's LARPing. It's supposed to be, you know, kind of like a small town story, right? And at this point in time, I guess, you know, my storytelling skills weren't the best, but I knew exactly what our project needed, and we worked with that. So yeah, I think that is really why you should think about that's our pre-production. Then you guys can
Yeah.
really figure out, you and your team could figure out what you really need to spend on or not. So yes, that's a good question.
Yeah, that is a really good question. I feel like we don't usually get a lot of questions like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think people think we like, or I guess they see the fight scenes that we do, and a lot of the questions are more on fight scenes, while we are, you know, independent filmmakers. We're trying to make original narrative content, so it's just more than that, right?
Yeah. So Sean from Food for Thought, sup? Is there a particular content creator you'd love to do a collab with?
Ooh. Like YouTube content creator, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah. Who are like,
I think it would be really cool if like we had the opportunity to work with like somebody like Brian Sawyer.
oh, you're going, okay. I was, in my head, I want to be able to work with somebody that's like Pony Smasher, who is the director for like Annabelle and all of he made that, you know, like a director, right? Like, you know, he's the one that got big off YouTube because of his short film where it's like the lights out, lights on and stuff like that. And, you know, then they hired him and he directed Shazam, directed like Annabelle, The Conjuring 2 or
Isn't
something.
spicy? Sorry.
Wait, hey man.
Oh my god.
Right? So that's the thing. Like, I would love to be able to work with. I would love to be able to work with, you know, some of the directors here on YouTube, because there are independent filmmakers here on YouTube that I think are amazing. You know, and they do have their obviously, you know, they're doing their own thing, and, you know, Pony Smasher does like horror and whatnot. But, and, you know, and I don't know how to shoot horror, and I do want to learn from like very talented filmmakers, right? But at the same time, yeah, definitely like the action film circle here on YouTube. I mean, there's amazing, like, you know, obviously, Brian Sawyer, Marshall Club, Legend of Micah, you know, would love to, like, it's just like all these people, right? That have been around for a while. I would love to be able to work with them. Obviously, if I would honestly love to see if people would be kind enough to do our choreography, you
Yeah.
know, and because everybody, like, everybody in the West Coast, like, there's a very West Coast style,
Yeah.
and ours is a little more definitely not as refined, since the West Coast, I feel like there have been action coordinators, and choreographers that have kind of built upon that style, like, generation after generation. Here in the East Coast, it's kind of like there's not a lot of well, here up in the Northeast, and like
Yeah.
what we do, and I
I feel
really,
like East Coast, it's very, very spread out.
yeah, very
So,
divided, simply
yeah.
because of that's just the geography, right? But yeah, dude, love to. Yeah, if people, I would really love it if people are able or would like to do our choreography, because I would love to see you guys perform how we do things and how we film things. You guys perform, we shoot, dude. That'd be awesome. I would love to
know.
do that. Yeah.
Immortal Red Fox, what was your favorite part of wearing those damn costumes in the dead of summer?
Favorite part?
I
Dude, they
don't-
were dying.
I'll be honest, I don't think I had a favorite part.
Right.
No bugs.
Yeah, I guess no bugs, but
Heat stroke though.
oh my god.
Spicy. Are you sure? Are you sure?
But yeah, the risk of why do we film like during the hottest week of the freaking year?
Because you guys don't want to film in like the winter time.
No, it's because he put a deadline on us. And I said, hey, like, fine, we'll do this. But
Oh yeah, it was like in the
there
dead of
were
summer.
like way more things that I complained about than I actually enjoyed about like actually
Yeah,
shooting.
it was actually it was not fun to shoot.
And the smell.
The
Ugh.
smell, yeah, and the suits like that, yeah. So that was hard. That was like the hard
Yep.
part. Okay. But still though, it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I just feel like I need to practice more on doing what I think tokusatsu action is, because we're putting art school dropouts in suits, and I feel like tokusatsu action is completely different. Even how like American directors that did it, like Isaac Florentine, when he did like Power Rangers and whatnot, dude, his style, I think he understood the alpha stunt style of doing like tokusatsu action, even back then. So yeah, yeah.
Okay, so next question.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. So would you consider, this is just from the other question. So now that there are people that are celebrities that are on YouTube now, does that work?
I don't know. That's a good question. Because technically, there's a lot of celebrities now that are making content on YouTube.
Yeah. I think I can make.
Technically, they would be classified as content creators.
I would like to shoot Scott Adkins. I would love to shoot Michael Jai White. Cynthia Rothrock, actually. Like the old heads, I mean, that's not an insult, right?
I don't think
I'm
so.
there
I
too.
hope not. They don't watch our stuff.
I think it'd be really cool.
It would be really cool.
I'm not saying like our style is like old school. It's just
Oh,
that
yeah.
I think influenced by it, but trying to still push it forward, right? So that's it. That's all I want to say. And of course, I do want to work with Food for Thought.
Yes.
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 We
I know
should.
he said he like always wanted to try his hand at choreography.
That's
So,
true.
like, so
You mean action?
like action directing, I guess.
No, not Fu. You mean Scott?
Oh, Sean.
That's Sean too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we'll get him on the movie.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice hire.
Okay. Next question?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to add to it?
No. Good. AZN Steven, Asian Steven.
Asian Steven.
Does he accept martial art challenges? I'm assuming you.
Used to. Can't do it anymore, homie. My knees are bad. Does it? No. We can make a movie though. You'd be talent.
But also Joey choreographs where he wins.
Yes.
You can't beat the action director.
The plot armor is strong. It's unbeatable.
Is that a sketch? Where it's like
I have armor.
talent, they try to beat the action director,
But
they never win.
Yo, we actually, I know you guys, and I know we've ran into this. People that we have worked with who are stunt people, who have never really trained or anything like that. We do a fight scene because they want to do a fight scene. They know what the fight scene is. They know they're going to lose, but they try to change the
they
fight
try
scene.
to like change it.
Like during mid-shot, like they know an attack is coming, but they'll do some dumb shit like, I got you. It's a choreography, dude.
Dude, it's written in stone already.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose. Like why change it?
Right?
This is your fate.
We
Just accept it.
Not even that. See, that's why people want to hit her. Like,
Oh my god!
that's why you got hit.
Oh no, I got hit because it's like, hey, plant your feet. Don't lean forward.
Yeah.
Moves forward and
Yeah.
leans forward. Punches me in the face.
Well, obviously, yeah. It's not everybody. There's a lot of stunt people now that say they're stunt people, but never really took the time to actually understand what. Because like I think to be.
I think because of like Marvel and like all these action films, people are just like, yeah, I can totally do that. So a lot of actors that are in the industry, they're just like, yeah, I want to do like
like
action
actors.
too. And I'm like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah, the people that want to be actors, they go through like the stunt route or something like that. Because a lot of people think that just punching and kicking is easy, right? You know, it's like easier than acting. But at the same time, it's like you wouldn't want a primary stunt actor to do like a dramatic Shakespearean acting, right? Or something like that, right? Dramatic acting. You wouldn't want a dramatic actor that has no training in martial arts or stunt training to do fight scenes, right? So it's the same.
It's dangerous.
Oh yeah, it's dangerous, right?
Jeez.
But at the same time, yeah, like they think that, you know, how hard is it to throw a punch? I'm like, and it's like for the people that don't know, if you guys don't train martial arts or never hit anything, literally, I think like 90% of people in the world don't know how to throw a punch to actually hit something. You know, their fists are like weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They break.
Or like the execution is kind of
Yeah.
like a slap or something. I don't
Right.
even know.
I mean, like a very carnal way of throwing your punch. Sure, yeah, like it's instinctual, but to actually throw it so, like, you know, in the storyline, oh, this is a soldier that's, you know, a veteran of war that knows like 10 different martial arts. Like they're not just gonna be like ballroom brawling, right? Like they have to look. So you it's another skill set to be trained in. So yeah, if you guys are if that's part of your story and stuff, you know, and you want it to look like that, you got to train like that. But you know, you don't have to have.
Or if you are a director, just hire stunt people
Yeah.
to do your action.
Please. Like, you know, and I think that's the thing too, right? Like with Hollywood, like there's Vulture is trying to do like a stunt awards now because Hollywood doesn't want to recognize like stunt people.
So
like
they're gonna
literally,
do it. Yeah.
like Marvel, like, you know, all those things, right? Like the special effects people, underpaid stunt people, you know, not get recognized. That's a big part of the thing, right? So
Yeah.
why wouldn't you? Right? So I don't know.
Stunts is hard.
Stunts is hard, right?
Yeah.
And please, so, you know, support your stuff.
Yeah, and if you have a film, get stunt people. Like
If you're doing
if you're
stunts.
doing like stunts, because a lot of times it's like, oh, I have an actress and they've done like this before. I'm like, you might want to
Sure.
get a stunt person because
I saw an actress like try to jump on a stunt pad before, but she like did it weird and she like landed on it and it's like kind of slid and rolled over. I think you were there. And I know I was the coordinator, but they were doing stuff before I got there, right? So I don't even know why they were shooting that shit without me. And I couldn't help but laugh. Because first off,
yeah,
why are you jumping like you want to be a rock that you want to skip on like water, right? It's a pad, jump on it. Like jump in bed, you know.
it's a slip and slide.
Yeah. But instead she tried to free willy that shit like boop, and you're like That's funny. And I remember that. She had because she like landed and she kind of like like she slid first, but her legs were up.
Already.
Then like friction finally hit, and then her legs went whoa, and she like went over. And it was a big pad too, so it wasn't like a big stunt pad. So it was funny. And this was like an actual like shoot too. Like this is not like an indie film. This is like.
It's amazing how like I guess like even budgeted films, like I feel like stunts in that side of the filmmaking world, it's just oh yeah, they could totally cut corners on it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think
Why would you cut corners? That's like dangerous. People are like, oh yeah, well, you know, we're gonna jump down like a flight of stairs. Squeeze me.
Wait, let me see you do it first,
Yeah.
and then I'll follow.
All right, Doctor Lee.
Yeah,
Oh,
go
this funny guy can do it. Yeah, because just normal people just train jumping down. You know.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this guy's stunt guy? No, he's like my cousin's friend. Like, come on, dude. Like, come on.
Well, you
And
have
that's the thing,
insurance on this? Like,
right?
do you know where the nearest hospital is
Right.
before you do this? Like, is there a medic on set? Is there like first aid, anybody? Like, just in case? Like,
Right.
what's happening? Safeties? Anybody?
That one project, like the director's like, I want him to get hit by a car. Okay. And he's basically naked. I'm like, oh, we can't pat him or anything.
No, he's just wearing a white beater
I
and
don't
like
know,
shorts, and I'm like,
I'm gonna say no on this, homie. Like, but yeah, that's another thing.
yeah. And stunt people, like, if you feel like, if you're getting into stunts and you're just like, maybe I shouldn't do that, and you don't feel confident, don't push yourself.
Please take care of your body. If that
Yeah.
is something that you're doing, your body is your most important thing. Like, take care of it.
That's how you get paid.
Yeah, exactly. But like, just in life too. Trust me, as a person that has to deal with like medical stuff all the time, like, take care of your body. It is worth the trouble of like, you know, doing like whatever maintenance that you do every day for your body and saying no to like dumb stuff than it is to pay a lot and your time and your happiness and your movement to,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah.
Are you overreacting?
The good thing it's like milk.
What was your theory about the little like dog?
I thought this motherfucker would tell me, right? Because like we were running in and out. I was in because there was one where one dog was wearing red and was like, huh. I was like, okay, that shit is hot. I don't want that shit. He's wearing blue and he's saying peace. So I figured, you know what? That's mild. If that's hot, this is mild, right? I grabbed it, came home, fucking put the shit on. Holy hell, dude. And the lady in the cashier too, she's like, I really like that. You can put like extra shit in there, put like, you know, vegetables. I really like that. I ate that shit a lot. Really? Yeah, okay. It's not spicy. It's not so bad. I just believe like that shit is fucking hellfire, dude. That is brimstone and fucking sins. Like that's. Oh, that was cool. I totally forgot about that. Then it stopped being cool. But anyways, holy shit. Anyways, yeah. But what I do want though is the hot hand things.
Oh.
Because then we could just. I'll put my own fucking broth in this shit, and like we could just pack that shit anywhere.
Is that a Crafties for cheap? I don't know if that's cheap. Yeah.
Oh my god. There has to be a DIY version of like a port. But then again, wouldn't I just bring a fucking
Yeah, you would just bring
portable
electric
stove? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, next question from Film Combat Syndicate. Can we see more Lady in the not too distant future?
I kind of have an idea, and I don't know where I want to lean on it though. I think Lady is cool, but honestly, after doing this feature film for the past like year, because like actually, today marks the moment we actually finished the script for virtual reality. The first draft, yeah, before we left the.
Oh shit! Seriously?
Yeah.
My God.
So finish that. So honestly, been working on this. We've been filming in VR, like all of our fight scenes in VR. Like as cool as it is, I freaking hate it. I miss doing fight scenes in real life. And while Lady is cool, I want to kind of
I'm gonna
give
do
her a
something
break a little bit.
fun,
Yeah, we kind of want to do something not so
serious.
serious, and we've been doing that for like a couple of years now, trying to learn something new. So something fun, something with a fun gimmick to it, or something like that. And I think you guys would like it. It's you just think of it as Lady as in another dimension or something, another time. It's not Lady. It's not Lady.
It's not Lady.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
eventually, I mean, Lady's always there.
Right.
Okay, last question. DYU photo. What do you think is the key to good visual storytelling?
You go first before. What do you like seeing?
I think it's a little bit hard to answer this just because, like, prior to acting and like being in this industry, I didn't know what I didn't like to see because it's just what I was exposed to was basically, mainstream cinema. And I was like, oh, that looks really good. That's pretty awesome, whatnot. What was this?
Is this for
Oh, this is for, was it Loving You?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But now that I'm in it, there are certain things that I like really like. I feel like, I mean, Edgar Wright is like freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It's just like each shot has like a purpose, and I think that
Yeah.
that is really freaking cool. And I know that that's just not. I mean, he has his own particular style, and I just really enjoy it.
I think I understand.
But I guess just going down to like just the very, very base, it's like framing. Just framing a shot. Like something as simple as that.
For
Just framing a shot. Just to
Yeah,
help
actually,
with anything like
this-
for storytelling, because
yeah.
it's whatever is on the screen, if it's not necessary and if it's distracting, it actually takes away from the story. And
I feel like
whatever.
that comes from your photography kind of background idea mindset, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 'cause, like, I mean-
that's how I kind of like to shoot, because I'm just like I check all the edges and corners, and
Yeah.
I'm just like I don't know if that feels right.
Because there is a reason, right? Like how you while you have your specific angles. Because yeah, you're right with the Edgar Wright thing. I think it's I think with his though, it's like he definitely uses the visual comedy is
Yeah.
like a big part of his script, and it also he uses comedy to tell character. I think people it's not my favorite Edgar Wright film, but it's a really good example of stuff. Is Shaun of the Dead. He uses jokes. He uses jokes to make things like comedy. He could use it to go like to either dark or really touching, right? And that's the thing too. Like I think I really do like British filmmaking, whatnot. Actually, a lot of European stuff because like I think also now when in terms to like a lot of filmmaking, I guess the newer kids, I don't want to say that, newer generation of filmmakers, or yeah, like where it doesn't matter how old you are, you get into it. But if you're like influenced by the newer style of filmmaking, I think there is it's a lack of the mid-range budget films now because like everything is either like sweeping vistas or like big spectacle, like people like especially in the action thing too, right? Like what we do is very traditional martial arts because I think that's cool, right? And never been a tricker, so like I kind of leaned into like technique, and I really love the minuscule techniques, the really weird ones that you don't really see in normal fighting, right? But I think that tells a story. Like I think to me when I see two martial artists, like I guess the storytelling, if I see two martial artists that fight like masters, I like to see two masters fight.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't like when two brawlers fight. Like seeing two Muay Thai people fight is cool, like at like the highest level, but it's not the same as like somebody that knows like the depths of like say like karate or kung fu or something, like styles that have thousands of years and have like all of these movements in it, right? Being able to use that shows that it's kind of like like in Western films, like with fencing, it's like the fencer that knows all of these things, like this, like the studied swordsman, right? I think I like those, right? So I like to see masters fight. But nowadays, when you see a lot of action, it's kind of the same. It's the same hooks, same punch. Like, they do the Black Widow Hurricanrana into the slide on the floor, into some jujitsu move or something like that. Like it's the same. Everybody, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that
Yeah.
like it's so much, right? So, and I guess what I'm saying is that like the story. I think you can tell a story with sweeping vistas, right? Like big drone shots show like, oh, this land that people are like trekking in, like very Lord of the Rings, or like, fight scenes like even I don't know, like Bullet Train. Everything is like neon lights, everything's blinking, people are fighting, there's blood and stuff and gunshots. So it's like very a lot of stimulus, right? But it's not like old school filmmaking, like like Sidney Lumet, from like France or something. I mean, like stuff like that. It's like the films that are about the actors, about the story, about the framing, about the location, kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
rather than just like money.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's just do this because it's cool.
Right.
Like, I still like, what is it? Oh my God. Hot Fuzz, where it's.
Edgar Wright, yeah.
Yeah, he's traveling on like a train, but it's like they don't have to say like where he's going to.
Right.
It's just like you can already tell from the shots and like no words are spoken. He's looking at his phone, then he has no signal. So
Yeah.
he's in the middle of nowhere.
That whole thing, it's like the quick
that's
cuts.
so smart.
Everything moves from right to left too. Like you see the progression of the shots, all the movements, him going like east or something, right?
Yeah.
And that was this concept, and like you see the
It's just
shots,
smart.
right?
And I like that.
And I think because he thinks like that, know, and so that's the thing too. And I think Edgar Wright is like one of the few directors right now that's. I still feel like his films are mid-budget. Like they don't have to spend billions of dollars. Like they don't need to spend like Marvel movie to make that happen.
Yeah.
But like he can make like that's what I mean. And I think we don't have those directors anymore. Sometimes we don't have movies that are just about the acting anymore, right? And if it is, it's usually not as accepted, right? Because like I think people also think like, oh, it's available in Netflix. It's not like a big budget film. Sometimes a bit, you don't have to have a big budget film like to make a good movie, right? Right. So like, cause like, do you have a favorite like non-action film that is
non-action film?
like that's a mid-budget? What's a mid-budget action film? Because I know action film since the 90s, it's like an action blockbuster genre, right? Sorry, it's a blockbuster genre. Explosions, Michael Bay, whatever, all that stuff. So yeah, like that's like the trope, but there have been action that is. No.
I don't know. That's like really hard because like obviously my first thoughts were just like going back to like the films in the 90s, like just Hong Kong action films.
But like it has to be recent because like if you think
so that's why it's like it's hard because now I feel like filmmaking is a little bit different. Like in Korea and like China, like they're making like shows and whatnot, and you know how we like stick to the 180. A lot of those shows do not care about 180. There's literally they could say one line and it's cut like 6 times, but it's like 6 different angles, and it's like whoa. But then visually it's still stunning and the story is still good. So I mean,
you got to learn the rules before you break them, right? So you can't just start cutting the 180 for a reason. Like, has to be an established 180 to break it.
Yeah, so I don't know if I have a favorite.
Because, like, okay. Because, like, if you think about it, like, Mission Impossible, they can't go lower.
No.
And I think that's, like, I love Mission Impossible, but I think sooner or later, I'll be like, yo, like, cap that, make another new storyline, start from the beginning, so we get back. Because like, what's gonna happen, dude? They have to be fighting in a spacesuit or some shit. Like, he already broke his leg like 3 times in the last film, right? And the one that they're filming or some shit, right? I love like Mission Impossible films.
Yeah.
Right. And
but it's so. Right. I don't know. It's so big.
Right, but at the same time, like Mean Girls wasn't a big film. That shit was amazing. We need a new Mean Girls, or something like that. You know what I mean? Because that was just good writing. It's like it was Tina Fey and the lady from Parks and Rec.
What is her name?
Amy Poehler. Sorry, Amy Poehler.
I was gonna say Leslie Knope.
Leslie Knope. Yes. And dude, and like that, like Parks and Recs is. I love it. It's so wholesome. I love it. Right. And like it didn't. I don't know how to explain it. It was just wholesome comedy, and I really loved it, right? And like, it's just you don't see that anymore, I think, right? So especially with mid-range budget. I'm sorry, I ranted about this.
It's
But
fine.
yes,
It's a great
so-
question. Thank you.
Yeah, so definitely, yeah, framing. For you, it's framing. For me, it's like actually, it's a little bit more than that, like using your picture to also tell your story, right? Because it's not, yeah. I guess framing too. I guess all of that is just, yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think this necessity is just frame the shot well.
Right. Because the whole rule is like show, don't tell. Right? Like no one wants to sit there and watch a bunch of like talking heads give exposition, right? And that's not the director's fault, that's the writer's fault. Right? Actually, you know what? That's not even. You could make an exposition dump really, really cool. Even if it's talking heads, you don't have to shoot at talking heads. Go wide, go like really low, fisheye it, up their nose or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just change it up.
Right? I think that's a thing. That's what it's fun.
Sure.
Yeah, I think so. Anyways, yeah.
But
Oh my god, I missed this.
I know.
Cute. Sorry, like turn around like I love Serena. Oh man, the cannon. I miss the cannon. Anyways, yeah, so is that it?
Yep, that is it.
All right, guys, thank you so much. I know this is a bit long, and I know that we're doing... So now this is solidified. We're going to do a mukbang every time we do Ask the Dropouts. Sorry, not sorry.
It's
but
because we don't have time to eat, so...
This is
our time to...
So anytime you see us eat on camera, it's because we're trying to see if we could mash two things together, like surviving and working at the same time. and hopefully we
balance.
Yeah, this is the balance.
That sounds so sad.
That is the life of a creative.
I know, but that sounds so
of
sad.
course.
It's like they don't even have time to eat. They have to film themselves eating it.
You guys be surprised.
Oh my God.
Please support us. Patreon. Buy our merch. Well, dude, I'm serious.
We are happy though, okay? So
we are happy.
healthy.
I would really love it if I could just do this as a living and not have 3 other jobs.
Same.
Yeah. Because after this...
First high five this time around.
Right? Oh, right? Because after we cut this, I'm going to dump the footage, go straight to work.
Yeah.
Right? But guys, thank you so much. Please, I know we've been saying about our movie. Promise you it's going to be finished soon. Next month, I mean, definitely that's...
Yeah. It is going to be broken up like episodically, but if you're a patron, you'll get the whole damn thing.
Yeah, you can see the whole entire movie.
Yep.
One go. So yeah, please consider being a patron so you guys can see like the movie cut version. Because maybe we'll release that down the line, but not anytime soon because we want you to pay for it. That's honest, right? I'm being honest.
That is honest.
Yeah.
I mean, we are very transparent.
Yeah, we don't...
This is honest.
Right. Like you think we, cook crafties for cheap because like we're trying to save money? It's the only way we can do things.
The only way.
What do you think? We gotta learn how to cook. But yeah, anyways, guys, so with that...
This got really depressing.
Right? They saw for a moment in our eyes. This shit is so spicy, though. Still. All right. Cut.
What?
That's true. That's the stupid dog. Thank you for watching this episode of Ask the Dropouts in February. Please, thank you again for watching and supporting us all this time. But we want to actually personally
We're going to try to do this differently this time. And actually, I will read out the names. And I am sorry if I read them incorrectly. I'm terrible. Thank you to our patrons, Eggless. I'm only going to say first names. Eggless, I don't know what your real name is. So
that's a funny name.
Right? Eggless, Brooklyn, Alondra, Paul, Gord, Charles, Stefan, Norman, Troy,
Wait,
Jeffrey.
Pause. Shouldn't you say the entire name, though? Because then... What if we have 10 Pauls? You're going to be like, Paul. Thanks, Paul. You too, Paul.
Okay,
Paul
okay, fine. Fine, I will say the full name. Okay. Thank you, Eggless, Brooklyn, McTavish, Alondra. Abrams, Paul Destaki, Gord Wolf, Charles E. Wallace, Stefan Warrington, Norman Anderson, Troy Jeffrey Allen, Rio Senin, Eric Valencia, Nomadic Valencia, Robert J. Undy, Fenzology, Vince Minkler, DCC Images, Nick Byrne, Mark Ellenberg, Garage Hero, not Tommy Oliver, James Couch. Oh, that like messed me up. Special Blaster Service.
It's not couch though. Isn't it Cooch?
Is it
Couche?
Couche?
Is that French?
He's in Europe, I think.
Thank you.
Anything News Changes, Rudy Oppers, Mark Lucy, Dennis Yu, Wesley Turner, Cosmic Kaiser 6, Jeremy Sorto, Metal Lord Cosplay, Alex Walker, Paul O, Food for Thought, Colin Cameron, Josh Videnya, Abraham Chan, Nanette
That is an awesome name. Abraham Chan.
Al Masur, Carlo Cabanilla, Vish Molchan, James Glennie, Roderick Suarez, Gene Waddle, Charlton Riddick, Cliff Lowry, Sifu Cuddle, Friso, Friso, you know who you are.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan Sia.
Hey.
Next month you're saying all of them.
Oh yeah, dude. I was thinking like I'll practice it. That'll be funny.
All of a sudden, like you call them all up, like, how do you pronounce your name? He like studies just to say it perfectly.
Anything to outdo Steph on here on Ask the Dropouts to show them I really care about you patrons.
It's fine because you admitted that I shoot better than you.
I know you do. That's why I make the stories. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you to all of the patrons there. Like, we wouldn't be able to do what we do without you guys. And if you guys want to be a patron, please consider being a patron. Or like our Fractured Atlas, or buy our merch, or buy
just all the other resources
please.
And ways that you could support us.
And like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on our social medias. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.